why I wasn't myself anymore. His control started to show horribly, and I wasn't going to deal with it. I'm going to voice what I feel with the right words and not down you. You're going to do the same. But his was control. And I told him yesterday, or the day before, when it happened, third strike, you're out. I'm not doing this again. I know better. Kevin never did this. He never choked me out till I was seeing stars and could barely mouth, please stop. Couldn't catch a breath into my lungs. He never did that. Ever. Never. So, you know, it's just, it's insanity. Like this person puts, I got a tank top on, baby. That's clothes. Quit acting like it ain't clothes. I don't want one. I don't want one. I don't want one. Yes, I'm safe. I've been safe for 2 days. Y'all didn't know where I was at. Y'all don't know where I've been at. If I've been here, if I haven't. So y'all have no idea where I've been at. So clearly I have been. Because I kept it offline. So it's just what it is, what it is. Can't change it. Can't go back. Not gonna try. They ain't bothering me. They can't be much meaner than he was that morning, trust me. No. It isn't just the physical. It ain't just the physical. It's what he said and did during it. And if I have a choice, no woman after me will forget it either. Yep. I didn't leave before because of that. I left before on my own. Should have stayed gone. I don't know. I've never had somebody, I've never felt so close to death. I've never felt like I was fixing to die. When I can talk about it, I will. When I can say everything that happened that night, I will. When I can say what caused it, I will. Okay? No, I was on the phone when he tore my phone up. The cops heard it. That's why. I just wanted to leave. The cops heard it. The cops heard him crushing my phone. The cops heard him choking me for the 3rd time. He ain't been in a serious relationship. He's got that 63-year-old woman wrapped around his finger thinking that he's all these... I just got the screenshots is all I'm going to say. I've got the screenshots of where she's bamboozled. It's the only person he's got interested in besides me and the prostitute that's in jail. Sending him letters every week to get her out of jail. $300. Bail me out. Go and get in my face, tell me, why didn't you fight Kevin? I didn't fight you. What are you even talking about? So, I mean, it's the truth. A 63-year-old woman and a daggum prostitute is the only people he's got interested in him. And I was his savior for his house. And to say that he lost his job because of me. So. Oh no, to her, he's never done this and he needs her to be a witness. And she's 6 hours away. How can you be a witness, boo, if you're 6 hours away? Yeah, the charges are posted. Because he's behind on it. It's in foreclosure. That's why he wanted me to be on the deed. So it was in my name, too. Look, this is his messages to her, to that person, okay? I don't care if y'all see it, you know where I'm at. Don't give a shit, okay? Don't mean I've been here the whole time. But here you go. Here's y'all, the messages. Y'all can read them yourself. Texting her the whole time I was in the other room. I've got all of it. Every bit of it. This is just the part that matters. This was the night before, by the way, or a couple nights before. I miss you. I really freaking do. I mean, I love you so much, Erica. I trust you and know us being open will not cause you to leave. Even though I may be talking to Ashley. I do not fully trust her. She once told me that her main goal is to get her kids back. Wasn't that the main goal wasn't the main goal, period? And that her goal is to get her own car. Every night that I mentioned getting a car with you guys, he was controlling through the camera. That's why I didn't come back on. That's why I didn't talk to you. I found it, girl. I found it when he left. On his computers. I got all of it. Told him, I said, you don't know who you're messing with. I know the internet better than you. And you don't know the laws. I do. Oh, the 63-year-old woman. The 63-year-old woman. I got all their Snapchats that prove that I'm to go see her. The mirror got it before I did. Oh, I got all of it. Her titty pics, I got all of it. Every bit of it. Where he's sending her pics while I'm sitting in the other room, I got it all. No, she ain't got money, baby. She ain't got money. So he come in between me and Kevin even more so that he could get me down to save his house. In that picture, I just said, I have my reasons for keeping her. When I'm done, I'm going to throw her out. It's at the end of my video. Because his house is in foreclosure. And secretly, he was losing his job and going to pin it on me. That's what happened this week. Is he lost his job and pinned it on me. And then when I proved to him it couldn't possibly feasibly be true, that I know better. As a smoker, I know better, and anybody online would tell him that he's crazy. This all happened. He knew that he couldn't delusion me into believing he was going to lose his job. This is what all started it. Yes, I am. I've been safe for 2 days. Y'all didn't know where I was at. By paying the bill, boo. By paying the bill. Look, I'm just going to show you. Hold on, y'all can believe me. Y'all know where I'm at anyways. I don't give a shit. Right here. Hold on, let me find it. I'm trying to get used to this. This cheap phone. I don't even know how it works, to be honest. It's so different. I don't know, guys. I don't know how to do it. Well. Okay, right here. Right here at the bottom, guys. Read the bottom. I even asked her the other day if she wanted to be added on the deed on my house, and she said no. That told me everything I needed to know. I asked her that for a reason. This is why I'm not removing you from my life. These young women cannot be trusted. I love you and will continue on loving you. Once I get what I need out of her, I'll probably be going to be kicking her out to the curb before she does it to me. This is to be kept between us. I didn't want to be added to his house because it's not my home. I didn't want to be added to his house to be a gold digger. I didn't want to be added to his house because it's his house. No, he was in jail when I found all this. It wasn't just computers, baby. He left his phones, he left his computers, he left his laptops because the cops didn't let him take it with him. So I sent it all to my email. So, that's the truth. This is healed up, so bruised. There's light bruises across my face. You can't see them, but they're behind my ear. No, I wasn't trying to leave. I didn't know any of this was happening. No. Listen, where was he asleep at when I came live that night? Where was he asleep at? Where did I tell y'all he was asleep at? I can't speak normal. This is 2 days in the he was in the chair, okay? I got off alive and I made these things and I was so proud to show him. I showed him and I was so proud. I need that other charger. This one's dead. Hold on. I don't know where they're at, to be honest. It's everywhere, to be truthful. I had made these that night and was so happy to show. Oh, my leg hurts. My leg hurts so bad because he knew my leg had been hurting me, and then I'm not going to say what all he did because it's just too much. But, and of course the cameras weren't up for me to be able to record it. But he didn't just strangle me from behind 2 times to where I couldn't even mouth, "Please stop." I was literally fixing to pass out both times. I hit the floor. The one time I did stand up, he come in from behind me and pretty much body slammed me into the floor. And then once I hit the floor on my knees, bruises on my knees, he open hand slapped me 4 times on both sides of my face. So, yes, guys, the new guy. Yes, yes, yes. And then when I tried to leave, he's at my feet constantly. You saved my house, save my house, you're my hope, you're my hope, you're my only, please just stay as a roommate, please. Okay, yeah, okay. I'll stay, Jay, and I'll pretend just like I did with Kevin. I'll stay until you're gone and then I'll leave. That's your choice. You let me leave now or you let me leave later. You might as well kill me now because I will not be here and put up with this. I don't want to kill you. Obviously do want to kill me. It takes, what, 3 to 6 pounds of pressure to choke a woman out and her die, and you just did that? And then when I'm trying to say to stop, you do it again to contain me? I'll never forget the look in his eyes. I'll never forget it. I will never forget the things he said to me. Ever. Ever. Boo-boo. Hillbillies. Wrong kind of assumption. Wrong kind of assumption. Crying. I'm just like my father. You've never been in a relationship. You had 13 years to heal you of this, and you haven't healed nothing. I've been in half of my life serious relationships. You think I'm gonna stick around and wait till you kill me? I'm not stupid. I can change. The whole time he's beating on me, Kevin. You left Kevin for 10 years. You stayed with Kevin for 10 years. You won't give me a chance? Fuck no, I'm not giving you a chance. Ignore my language. No, I'm not staying to die. Okay, listen to me. When I went down there, what did I tell y'all I had stopped when I went down there? What did I stop doing when I went down there? Correct? Correct. He took a hair follicle test. For a headache. I was like, take Tylenol. No. Wouldn't take it. But then going to accuse me that I put that in his hair and I hadn't been around him. It takes metabolics to be broke down in your bloodstream to be in your hair. I've had my hair tested for my children. I've had my hair tested for a divorce. And you're sitting here and going to tell me that I caused this and I ain't been around you? I'm somewhere safer now. My grandma doesn't have room for me, and if I choose not to stay at this place, I don't have to. But truthfully, this last year was hell because I let him get in my mind, let him talk to me, let him contact me. Because he was fooling me the whole time. He had been losing his house the whole year. And I was his savior. And I told him, before I come back, your house better not be in foreclosure. Guess when he told me it was in foreclosure still? The day before that. That day when he was losing his job. I can be 8 months behind on my house before we lose it. I told you when I moved here it had to be paid up. I did not come here to save your house. So, I didn't. But I'm where I can be, okay? And it doesn't matter to y'all. Because I'd be paying his bills from online. Y'all don't realize that I sent him $600 out of that $1,600 that I made. $400 or $500 was grandma's. I sent him the rest of it for stuff that I was paying for, my food, etc. I moved in knowing what bills to pay. Exactly. I'm saving you, you're not saving me. I'm helping you, you're not helping me. Y'all be surprised the things he said to me. Why I was becoming reclusive. Why I was starting to shut down that week before. Why I took off walking at 1:30 in the morning alone in a city I'd never been to alone until 6 o'clock and would not let him pick me up. Like, there's more than I told y'all because I didn't want y'all. I told my grandma. I have the videos I sent grandma saying, no, I'm not staying for red flags again. I know better. I have all that evidence for court. Even though he broke my phone. And I can play them right now for you when y'all can literally hear grandma saying, oh, just, you know, she's trying to be civil, like, y'all both gonna have to work through things, and, yeah. But, anyway, I didn't want to call the cops. I never called the cops on anybody before. The domestic at Ryan Street, the neighbor had called, and the domestic with me and Kevin, the neighbor had called, and we were just yelling. Me and Kevin was just yelling. He didn't even do nothing to me then, but they took him in. It got dropped. This is the worst thing I've ever been through. I'm not lying. It was worse than the RA. What happened to me with Andy, it was worse than that, because I was so bamboozled. I was so fooled. Like, while he was doing it to me, I just couldn't believe it. I was just saying, why? 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 He literally he slept all night. I was up all night, stressing about his job. And I went to bed, and I woke him up and said, I'm going to bed. You don't have to if you don't want to. You made me promise I wouldn't sleep on the couch. So I'm not sleeping on the couch. I'm going to the bed. I was on my side of the bed. So we didn't sleep close to each other. He wasn't used to that. I'm on my side of the bed, facing my side of the bed. He comes in there and I said, you didn't have to come in here. You know, you've been asleep all night. You've been asleep since 10 o'clock. You've slept 6 hours. I know you're not sleepy. He comes in, just joking. I get to sleep almost. There's another joke. I was like, I'm trying to go to sleep. I told you that I waited till my eyes were just exhausted. Like, I can't hold my eyes open. Can I please go to sleep? Joking. He's like, why are you all the way over there on your side? I said, well, you're all the way on your side. And so I leaned over. The police report's going to match this. I leaned over half the bed and said, meet me halfway. He literally jumped out of the bed, took his right fist, broke that mirror, and then I jumped up and said, why did you do that? Why? He comes over, comes from behind, bear hugs me, starts choking me from behind to where I can't, saying, please. I could barely breathe. I'm not going to reenact it for y'all. That next an hour was a blur. It was a blur. Okay? So, I know what happened, but it's just a blur. I mean, the mirror got it first. Oh, so that's all there is to know. It's exactly what happened. And not the details of it, but that's exactly how it happened and why. There was nobody there to witness it, capture it. The cameras were in the back of the house. They weren't in the house. They didn't capture it outside because they were in the house. Yes, I don't care, and I don't know who bonded him out. It ain't nothing to me, and he can't say I took anything because his brother was there when I packed. His brother watched me pack my stuff into the U-Haul, and he didn't have my phone. I got my phone after he told me I could leave. For an hour of him chasing me around the house, putting me in corners, not letting me get out of his space, I had to keep threatening, you either let me leave or you're going to jail. You either let me leave or you're going to jail. You know I'm anemic. These bruises are not going to go away. Why can't you just cover them up with makeup? Why can't you just cover them up with makeup? So I'm going to be offline for a week because you did this to me, and I'm just going to pretend like I feel safe around you. He didn't. He just said, I'm very sorry. You didn't deserve that. He was very sweet. He sat over there while I packed my stuff and put it in the U-Haul. Told me, I said, I didn't want this to happen. I tried to prevent it. I've been packing for 3 hours. I've been packing since 5:30. I texted 2 people that I trusted videos of what had just had happened. And I told him, you're crazy. If you don't let me leave, those people are going to come finding me. They already know you did this. I'm just not going to call the cops on you because I ain't like that. And then when he kept telling me to get out of his house and threw my electronics out and threw my stuff that cost money while I'm packing and doing what he says, then I went off to call the cops, and that's when he strangled me and took the phone and broke it against the tree. Like, the cops heard everything. It wasn't just because of my hearsay. They heard it. They had to find me. They had to locate me. It took them 30 minutes because he crushed my phone. So, that's the truth. That's all there is to it. Nothing to be said. Cops said I didn't have a choice. That they came out there, that they would be the ones picking it up. Whether I wanted to dismiss it or not, they'd be the ones picking it up. No, listen to me. When I tell you guys that I have never, listen to me, never, N-E-V-E-R, never been that close to dying, to passing out, from not being able to breathe, from being suffocated. I'm telling you guys, I've never been that close to feeling like I was fixing to die. Never. Never, especially with somebody I didn't know. He's somebody I don't know. I don't know his personality, but I had been told one thing for a year. Been led to believe that he had no anger. He had no hatred. He wasn't Kevin. He would never raise his hands at me. He would never use his words against me to just bam. That extreme. I've never went through an incident like this. Never. That's why I took 2 days off. Well, for one, I didn't have a voice the first day. And for number 2, I'm still decompressing. I'm still trying to remember everything that happened because it was just so constant. There's bruises all down my legs. There's bruises, everywhere. And like y'all think, no, he better not. Like, my lips are dry. I had been up, when I drove home, when I reached here, I had been up 26 hours when I reached here because he wouldn't let me go to sleep that morning. When I went to bed, I'd been awake for 32 hours before I went to bed. So, you know, but I'm okay. I'm fine. Yes, guys, I packed all my belongings. I took an Uber for the first time, and I went and got a U-Haul. No, I'm not in the same town. No. I drove home on no sleep. On no sleep with my eyes falling, going to sleep. I wasn't staying in that town. Hell no. The cops told me they advised me to get out before he got back. So I did. Guys, I don't care about any of that, okay? I don't care about any of that. Stop pinning it. Stop pinning it. Doesn't matter where I'm at, I'm safe. I've been here wherever I've been at, I've been there for 2 days and none of y'all knew. So I'm clearly okay where I'm at. Yes, yes, yes. If y'all ain't gonna block them, I'm gonna block them. Block them. I don't want to hear it. On no accounts that aren't real, I don't want to hear it. baby. Can't even get into Venmo. I don't know if I can even get into Venmo. Let me. Yeah, just look, especially like go to the shelter. Y'all do realize I have a business, right? Like I have a business that is profitable. I need to set up somewhere that I can be profitable. Not in a woman's shelter to be used against me for my DCS case. Come on now. Think with y'all's brains. No, he didn't want me to get a car. He didn't want, that was clearly it's clearly what he didn't want. He didn't want me to get a car. Every night that I argued was the night that I mentioned a car to you guys. Doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm safe. I've been here for 2 days. Y'all didn't know where I was at with all that circling around. So just let it be. But my mouth is dry because I haven't eaten in 2 days. I haven't drank in 2 days. Like I literally have just been, I've just been, you know, I've just been kind of just here, you know. What's funny to me is I've been through this before, and they don't help you like y'all think. I've been there before. Like, I've been there before. I've literally tried to literally get them before. And you guys are not from my hometown, so you guys think y'all know it all, but you don't. Hold on, I gotta find... I've been there before, needing a house to go to. Oh, we don't have any open last year, I was homeless. You think that I've been homeless would have been a first shoot to a housing. It wasn't. Like, y'all don't know my area. Stop acting like y'all do. If I would, I would have never lost my children. There is not as many resources in little old Podunk, Mississippi and Tennessee as y'all think. There's many homeless people on the street with no children. I don't have any children. The children didn't even help me last year. Like, think about that. I literally had 5 children that didn't help me with homeless, with DMV. None of that helped me last year. But yet, I'm single now, and y'all think they're just going to help me get an apartment as a single person? Come on. I mean, sure. No, I don't have... It's the 400 number, babe. You'll have to send for the 400 number. I don't have... Listen, this is my phone. This is what the cops heard happening. Right here. So, no, I cannot... Listen, guys, I got out of Alabama. I got my own U-Haul. I got my own Uber. I rode an Uber for the first time. For the first time, the poor little dude. I was like, may I please use your hotspot so I can pick up my U-Haul? He was like, no English. I was like, dang it. No English. Just my hope. Because right here's my Uber. Prove y'all that I did get an Uber. Here's my U-Haul. Here's my receipt for my U-Haul since y'all don't believe me. There you go. I am not still there. I'm not stupid. I may have been stupid in the past, but like I told him, that past made me who I am, and I will never put up with it again. Never. So, you think that this is just going to be forgiven and this is going to get better? I can get better. I won't be the same person. No, I'm not going to stick around and wait. I've never had a woman help me work on me. Well, I'm sorry. Not going to be me. Here's my Uber that I ordered from the browser. Not lying to y'all. I got an Uber, went to U-Haul, grabbed my Uber, and his brother had been in the driveway since about right after he left, to be honest. And I'll tell you this, while I'm there packing my stuff after they took him to jail, he got served for court from Capital One. So I don't know if his house is included in that, but he's losing everything, and I was brought there in time to try to fix it. And then when he lost his job and he knew he couldn't blame it on me because I'm not stupid. Thank you, Sonia. I'm not stupid. I know how marijuana works. It don't just get on your hair and you fail it. You have to fail from the follicle where you've smoked at for the past 90 days. He knew it wasn't going to work over on me. I think he really was planning his way to get me gone because he had plans to meet up with a 63-year-old that weekend and a man on Sunday. I got that proof too. When this case is over, hoping for that no woman messes with him. I pray no woman messes with him. I pray, solely pray that no woman messes with him. I mean, my knees are even bruised. I have no reason to lie. This is where he had me on the ground, forcing me to the ground when I was trying to get back up, slapping me in my face as hard as he could. So, woman, be aware. I was going to drop this, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Nope. I'm not going to. I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't say nothing wrong. I didn't cause this. I was dumbfounded as it was happening. I didn't want the cops to be called until he started getting violent again with me for the third time that morning. He sat out in the car all morning talking to the 63-year-old. When he got done talking to her, that's when he came back in being physical with me. So, but yes, everything is fine. I'm trying to get into Venmo, but I don't know what my Venmo is, if I'm being honest. I can't remember. My brain's kind of here lately. That might be it. Might be 92. Y'all would know. Not me. Hold on.